What's up, warriors? Welcome to another Bitcoin price update. Today's Friday, and I just wanted to give you the weekly update, right, on what's happening here. As you can see, a few days ago, I did tell you, hey, we're coming into major resistance here at the top, right? I told you there's Fibonacci's level, there's daily levels, there's a little bit of everything there, and that is major resistance, okay? As you can see, we ended getting a drop to the bottom. We did try to hold this point of control, but it actually just went through without nothing. Okay, it's just like butter. Slice through it and done. Okay, now from there we did hit this yearly VWAP, which we are getting a baby bounce from here, but I don't know, it's not looking very strong at the moment, right? So we do need to hold this yearly VWAP here in order for us to at least come back down to this, go back up to this daily VWAP, right? And if we can break that, then hopefully we can come back down to this point of control. At the moment, though, it doesn't look that likely. I mean, we could have a bounce from here, but I don't know. It's just right now, it's not looking that likely, right? Now, let's say that we do break this yearly VWAP here. Well, we have this daily support, right, around that 40,000 or so, 40,100, in between there, right? But as you can see, these are single prints, right? So from there, as you can see, we still have this other single print right here. Okay, so usually when you have the single prints, now it's not always, okay, it's not always, but usually when you have the single prints, they do tend to get filled, right? So the only thing I could think of right now is that we might actually try to fill them and come back down to at least this Fibonacci levels right here, which is around that 38,500 to 38,000 area. Plus there's also this weekly support here around that 37,700 or so. So if we do come down to these levels, we might get a nice bounce back to the upside, but it's not guaranteed because, as you can see, these levels are not confluence enough. Okay, they are not touching. So it's just one of those things where you have to wait for the reaction and see what happens, right? Because it could come down here, yeah, and it could bounce, and it can also come down to the weekly and bounce. But until we see the reactions at the moment, there's really nothing we can do, because you need to look at something else as well. As you can see, we also have these single prints right here, right? So if we do bounce here and we cannot hold, well, then of course we come back down to this lower range, which is around the 34,000 area, right? So that's where we at right now. Of course, I wanted to show you guys something here, which is the ES correlation with the Bitcoin. Okay, as you can see, the ES is actually following Bitcoin. Actually, Bitcoin's following the ES, seems like. Right now, we are having this dump as well. So, we don't know what's going to happen, right? But as you can see, look at this. There's this hump right here, and then you got this hump right here, right? Then you have this bottom here, and then you have this bottom here. Okay, now you had this other leg here, and then you have this other leg here, right? So right there, you need to understand that it is following it. Right now, it is going down a little bit more. So if the ES drops, Bitcoin most likely is going to drop as well. If the ES has a nice pump to the upside and tries to test at least the yearly VWAP again, then Bitcoin might also pump back to the upside. Okay, so I just wanted to show you guys that Bitcoin is following the ES right now, and that's the S&P 500 E-mini futures. Okay, yeah, so you guys can figure it out right there if you want to. So going back into Bitcoin now. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing right on the 4-hour right now. We need to have some type of movement back to the upside, right? If we can have a bounce from here, then yes, we can probably come back and see this point of control again. But remember, we also have this yearly VWAP, which is holding so far. It doesn't mean that it will continue to hold, but so far it is. But then we also have the daily VWAP here. Then we have the point of control here, and then we have the weekly VWAP here, and then we have the monthly VWAP here. So there's major resistance on the way back up. Okay, so on any of these levels, we can come up and get rejected. Come back up, get rejected. Come back up, get rejected, right? So that's, it's just part of the game, right? So you need to understand that. Now, of course, if there is, a massive move to the upside, Bitcoin can just slice that through butter and just move up, right? And then from there, we also still have this Fibonacci levels with this daily resistance level that we try to break multiple times. I was telling you guys, hey, this major resistance, okay? If we cannot close above it, we're most likely gonna move down, and look what happened. Exactly as predicted, right? So those are the levels right now. Like I said, if we move to the upside, we have all this resistance right here. And if we move to the downside, there's really not that much support. We have this support here, then we have this support here, okay? And if we cannot break those, then we're coming down to this section, right? So I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on what's happening with Bitcoin right now. I hope you like this short video. I will create another one on Monday for you guys. Also, I just want to give you a quick update. We are starting to record the program for the trading bots, okay? We have surpassed over $90,000 in the last few months. Amazing. And we'll be releasing in the next few weeks, all right? So stay tuned for that. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel so you can be notified as soon as we release it. All right, like the video, comment below if you have any questions, and I'll get back to you. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys on Monday. And remember, let the profits come to you.